Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am recording for the second time the tag that Annette's Makeup Corner and Pruelaroo did together, and they created this tag called Behind the Scenes of YouTube, and I thought that it was a great idea, so I wanted to do it on my channel too. And I did record this video once already, and I planned on posting it today, the day that I'm recording this one, except when I was editing it, I was very scatterbrained throughout the entire thing and wasn't really all here. Unfortunately, that's just the way that I am, and I kind of like veer off topics all over the place and get myself all messed up and don't even really answer the question. So I'm going to try to do this a little bit more. So I'm going to try to be a little more focused today. I'm not sure how well that will work, but I'm going to give it a shot. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and start with the questions. The first question is, what was the hardest part about starting a channel? So for me, the hardest part about starting my channel was actually starting it. If that, I'm sure I'll elaborate. So I have a hard time with, I'm a very introverted person, and I don't just put myself out there very often in situations that I don't need to. And I knew that I wanted to have my YouTube channel. My friend Megan and I had our own YouTube channel, and I loved doing that with her, but for some reason starting it by myself was very intimidating. And I knew that I wanted to do makeup, but I just was too afraid. I was afraid nobody was gonna watch me, no one was gonna like my videos, so I actually started with like vlogs and just little things like that, and worked my way up to eventually doing a terrible get ready with me. My makeup came out awful. It was a bad day for me. I just was grumpy and I shouldn't have been filming, but I really wanted to, so that was technically the first makeup video I filmed. But yeah, the hardest part for me was actually building up the courage to do this myself. Number two is, what equipment do you use? So I actually just record on my phone. I have an iPhone 8 and I use that to record on. And I have a little ring light that I bought off of Amazon. It's just a little table light. It's right on my table, and I mean, it works all right. I definitely want to get better things eventually. Also, totally off subject, but I added this Flower Beauty foundation to my project pan, and I didn't like it in the summer because I'm really oily in the summer, so I figured I'd use it in the winter, and it is definitely not my shade. So I know that I'm very, very orange right now, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that foundation because it is part of my project pan. But see, I just get off topic all the time, but I'm just noticing that my face looks like a little Oompa Loompa, so... And yeah, that's basically all the equipment I use. I have a window, I have the light in this room, I have my ring light, and I have my phone, and that's basically it. I've got the stand that's holding my phone on top of a puzzle box and an eyeshadow palette to make sure it's high enough, and I'm on a roll here. I'm doing great. I got the whole setup. I don't even have a backdrop. I don't even have anything yet. This is my wall. My dog is going crazy outside. All right, so number three is, what editing program do you use and what did you start with? So right now I use the Vegas Pro 14, which was a gift from my brother that he got me actually a while ago, but I just recently, a couple weeks ago, got a working computer to use so that I can actually edit on my computer, because up until a couple weeks ago I was using iMovie on my iPhone, which is basically just like, all I can do is split and delete. Like, you can't really do much with iMovie, especially on iPhones, and that's what I was using up until a couple weeks ago. So I'm still learning Vegas Pro because there's tons of stuff that I don't know and that I'm afraid to touch because I don't know what it is. So anyway, number four, did you have any experience with making videos before starting YouTube? I did not. So this was always something that I kind of had in the back of my mind, but again, like, I was way too shy to put myself out there. I just didn't want to do it. But I was really involved with dance when I was little, so I was more dancing rather than, you know, this type of thing. And I really, really love to dance, and if I could still physically do it, I would. Honestly, put me in an adult dance class, I would try. But I did hip hop for a while with my dance team in Las Vegas, and it was amazing. It was great. I loved it so much. But I have so many pain issues and so many other issues that I won't get into right now, but I can't exactly be dancing around all the time. So I'm just doing this, and I love it so much. On average, how long does it take you to edit? So it depends on what type of video it is, because if it's sit-down videos like this, where they're pretty straight to the point, these do not take me long to edit at all. Maybe half an hour, hour tops, depending on how much I ramble and get off track and how much I need to try to, you know, fix what I'm saying. But when I'm doing tutorials, those take a lot longer, and it also depends what kind of tutorial. I typically do full face, and now that I've been getting into color, actually they're taking me a little bit longer, and my videos have been a little bit longer because it's not the same like neutral eye that I did every single day before. The longer tutorial videos probably take me a few hours at least to edit, but that also includes like interruptions from my kids and stuff like that. If I just sat down and got it done, I could probably get it done in a couple hours for a tutorial. Number 6, what was the worst technical accident you've had since starting your channel? So I haven't really had like any huge like technical accident besides, you know, not having my computer stopped working like the day I wanted to start doing YouTube. But I would say the video that I posted of my son picking out my makeup, I posted once, and then I was getting comments saying that at about 8.5 minutes the screen would go black and you could just hear the rest of the video but you couldn't see it. So I had to take that one down, and I messed around with it a little bit, couldn't figure out anything wrong with it, so I just re-exported it from my editing software to my computer so I could upload it to YouTube. And I have to convert it every time, so that's like another 8 hours of converting because I have such an old, slow computer. And I reposted it again, and then at about 14 minutes into the video, the screen just goes black and you can just hear the words. And because I just don't have time, and I honestly have absolutely no idea what's wrong with it, I just left it up there because I'm the best YouTuber ever. Eventually, I probably will just end up taking that video down. I just spent so much time on that one, like recording everything with my son, doing my makeup with the stuff. Like that video to edit took me a very long time, and I'm really disappointed that it didn't work. So, number 7, wait, I'm fixing my bra. Number 7, do you ever film something and not upload it? Obviously, as I told you at the beginning of this video, yes, that does happen. Only because I sometimes I'm editing my videos and I just can't figure out how to put it together in a way to make it make sense, because I'm just like off on this topic, off on that topic. I'm stopping mid-sentence and then I never finish that sentence again, and you'll never know what I was gonna say. And it's just things like that where, like, if I cannot fit it together and make it understandable, then I will have to re-record it. And usually a lot of the times it's sit-down videos like this, because in tutorials I'm distracted, I'm doing something, I'm focused, and I'm just doing that. But with videos like this, I get really sidetracked, I'm looking around at everything, you know, my mind is just not distracted enough to stay focused on one topic. So there have been a couple of times where I have refilmed videos because I'm such a hot mess. Number 8, do you write a script or plan what you're going to talk about? So I don't write a script, I've never done that, but I have tried to plan what I want to talk about in videos, but it never works. Usually I'll leave myself little notes of things I want to touch on or things I want to say, and then I'll forget that I wrote my notes, and I'll forget that I even have the notes, and then I won't say those things anyway. So I kind of just wing it all the time, because my brain is very, like, so, I mean, I've been diagnosed a couple times with ADHD, never been medicated for it, anything like that. I'm actually going in for an evaluation, a med evaluation in a couple weeks, but that's a whole nother topic. What was the question? Oh, so yeah, anytime I try to make something all professional and like good, it doesn't turn out that way, and it just, you can tell that I'm not being myself, and that I'm kind of just like, I just don't like the way it comes out. So yeah, I wing it with my videos. Number 9, have you started talking differently since you started your YouTube channel? So I would say I talk differently on YouTube than I do in real life. And I don't think that that has affected my real life at all, because so not on YouTube, I'm very hyper and crazy, and I make a lot of jokes, and I swear a lot, and I just am like crazy. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just like full of energy, and I need something to do with it at all times, and I feel like I really try to tame it down on YouTube, because I don't want to be one of those people that's like, oh, she's annoying, you know? So I keep all my jokes to myself. I kind of just try to do my thing. I know I come off a little bit weird sometimes, but yeah, I definitely am different on YouTube, and I try not to swear on my channel, which is a little bit hard for me because that's kind of part of how I talk. But I'm not here to try to offend anyone or anything like that, so I try to just tame it down, be professional. I don't know. If you guys want me to just do a video where I'm like, bam, here I am, this is me, talking all the shit, doing all the things, making all the jokes, I will do it, and just let me know, because I really just try to keep it on a different level for you guys. All right, number 10 is, what's one thing that annoys you when editing your videos? So when editing my videos, I would say the biggest thing that annoys me is, actually, there's a couple. So one thing I noticed is that I say like constantly in the middle of my sentences, at the end of sentences, at the beginning of sentences. The word like is always there. It's there. And I even, sometimes when I'm sending text messages, I'll go to type the word like, because I say like so much in my vocabulary, and a lot of times I will have to cut that out and cut it out and cut it out. Good Lord, Andra. Is another thing. So I can't just stop a sentence and then just be quiet for a minute. I always have to finish my sentence, and I'll go, and I'll just sit there. And then when I go to start another sentence, I'll be like, so, you know, and that drives me nuts. So I cut out a lot of my like, yeah, I don't know. Or so, all those. I try to cut all that stuff out. And then the last really big thing that annoys me when I'm editing my videos is my lack of concentration and my inability to be able to stay on one topic. I do this in my therapy. My family has pointed out to me I am all over the place. I'm in the middle of a sentence and I just immediately switch because I need to talk about that thing that's on my mind right now, or it's not coming back. So I do that a lot in my videos too, where I'm just talking and then all of a sudden I completely switch topic and I'm like, well, what do I do now? I need to try to make this make sense. So then I'm cutting out like different starts of sentences because I never finish them, and just things like that. So yeah, those are the things that super, super annoy me about myself in my videos. This is number 11. Wow, got some like sex hair going on. Hello. Okay, number 11. What is your biggest editing pet peeve in other videos? So I don't really have, I'm not gonna name any names or anything like that. There are a few things that like drive me crazy. There was one girl that I just found a couple days ago, and I was watching her video and I had to click off of it, and not because I didn't like what she was doing with her makeup. I thought she was doing a great job and I actually wanted to know about some of the stuff she was reviewing, but it was just like constant, like every other word she said was like popped up on the screen. This word, that word, that word, that word. And it was just like everything she said was like popped up, different colors, all these things, zoom in, zoom out. Like it was a lot. And I really do like different things people put in for editing, you know, like a funny clip here, or like, you know, one zoom, or, you know, I've thought about sometimes putting like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because who knows what the hell I'm talking about. But when it's just constant, it drives me nuts. Like, why do you need that many things in your video, in one video? Like, I feel like that would also take a really long time to edit. Like, how do you even post new videos if you're taking 15 hours to add every single word you're saying to pop up all over the screen? And I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, and I know different people have different ways of doing things, and sometimes it's just too much for me. And I'm not at all saying, you know, like I like just using her as an example, but I like how Smoky Glow, like I like the way that she edits just because she'll do like the zoom ins and the things, but it's not like constant throughout the entire video to the point where it makes me not want to watch it. And then, yeah, I guess that would be my biggest thing, because I really do like to watch different people because of their styles of editing and because of their style of video, but it's just when it gets to a certain point for me, then I'm like, that's too much. I can't focus on what the point of this video is, which is your makeup or whatever I'm watching, because there's all this stuff popping up all over the place and it's very distracting. Number 12, do you ever feel self-conscious in your videos? I always feel self-conscious in my videos. I'm a very, very self-conscious person, and I have very, very low self-esteem about myself, and that is one thing that I've struggled with my entire life. You know, I've never been like the skinny pretty girl in school or like any of that. I'm just me, and I actually feel like my confidence is growing a little bit more actually wearing colorful makeup, which is weird because people like stare at me when I'm out in public doing grocery shopping and I have like tons of color on my eyes, but it just like makes me feel better. I don't know. But yeah, I always feel self-conscious in my videos. I hate the way my voice sounds. I hate the way my fingers look because I bite my nails like crazy, and I wear glue on nails a lot of the time, but they are ruining my natural nails and my fingers hurt, so I don't have them on right now. It's just everything. I pick myself apart. Even when I'm editing my videos, I'm just constantly looking at all the things that I don't like about myself. So yeah, I'm pretty self-conscious. And this is the last question. Number 13, what keeps you inspired to keep creating? So I guess my biggest inspiration and why I continue to do this is actually because of the people, everybody, just the whole community. Whether you're a subscriber that's watching my videos and liking my videos and commenting, I get such wonderful comments from everybody. I haven't had like a hate comment or anything bad yet, and I would say starting really in October is when I really started kind of making makeup tutorials. Before that I did a couple get ready with me's, but that's it. So it's only been not even 3 months, and I feel like I've learned so much from people in this community, and I just feel encouraged. And also another like big thing that keeps me inspired to keep creating is because now I'm starting to figure out the things that I can do, the things that I still need to work on, the things I want to master, and that kind of keeps me moving because I know like I want to work on this, I want to work on that, or I really love the look I just did, maybe I can do this. And I don't know, I really think it has a lot to do with all of you. I don't want to sound cheesy, but honestly, I don't know if I didn't get such good encouragement from people, I don't know if I would still be able to do this all the time, because it is really time consuming, and I feel like I get great payoff from this. I mean, obviously I don't get paid or anything like that, but I feel fulfilled and I feel happy about what I'm doing, and that's really, you know, what matters most to me. So thank you guys all so much. I love you so much. That was the end of this tag video. I tag every single one of you who want to do it to do this as well, because I think this is such a great idea to get to know people other than what their favorite eyeshadow is or something like that. Like this kind of takes you exactly behind the scenes of YouTube and tells you more about the people that you watch, and I really like that. And I think that Annette's Makeup Corner and Pruelaroo did an amazing job coming up with the questions for this tag, and I'm glad that I got to be a part of it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.